All right, guys, so I'm going to go back through each of the muscles. So you have all the muscles that we've learned. You look at your chart, so have your chart out as we go so it makes sense, okay? So here we go. Mylohyoid, sternoradialis right there, deltoid in the shoulder, okay, pectoralis 1, which is this guy right here, pectoralis 2, which is under the flap, and then pectoralis 3, which is this long guy right here, okay? Anconeus, remember, was in the arm, so you have your anconeus here. You have rectus abdominis right here, rectus abdominis. Cutaneous pectoris, it's just the flap. Linea alba, which is this guy that comes down here, separating the right and left rectus abdominis. External oblique, which is lateral to the pectoralis 3, okay, out here. All right. Tricep femoris, which is in the leg, so tricep femoris, this guy over here. Adductor longus is right next to it, so you take your sartorius back and you find your adductor longus right there. Then you have your sartorius. Sartorius is right there. Okay. Then your adductor magnus, gracilis major, gracilis minor. Lower leg, find the bone. Find the muscle right next to the bone. Find the bone. Find the muscle right next to the bone. Sing it, find the bone. Find the muscle right next to the bone. So right next to the bone on top, extensor cruris. On the bottom of Bectus fascia, tibialis anticus longus. Find the bone right next to it, posterior to the bone, tibialis posticus, and gastrocnemius. Attaching the gastrocnemius is the largest tendon in the body, Achilles tendon. All right. That was 1 through 20 on your chart, 1 through 20. Now we took off the superficial muscles and we went to the deep muscles on the frog's left. So let's do it. We did submental, so we went under the mylohyoid. You guys took off the mylohyoid, under the mylohyoid, and we found the submental. All right. Then hyoglossus and geniohyoid. These are these guys here. This one's not exactly on the midline. So geniohyoid and line of separation, hyoglossus. All right. Then we came down and we did sternohyoid. So what did we do? We found the semicircle bone and we found the muscle that's inside of this semicircle bone. So you can see it moving up here, but I wanted you to find it in here. So semicircle sternohyoid. All right, after sternohyoid, we did internal oblique. So you came over here, you saw the external going in one direction. The internal goes in the opposite direction. So the external oblique going in obliquely, which means diagonal, in one direction, the internal in the opposite direction. We then came down and we had to remove the leg muscles. We kept the adductor longus on as our guide. We found this triangle here, this triangle, and we found the adductor brevis and the pectineus. Okay, adductor brevis and pectineus. Then we came down here and we found the semitendinosus. This one's been chopped off a little bit, but we said find this nice white tendon, and then you're going to find your semitendinosus. Looking for that white tendon. Okay, that's all the way to 30. Then we took them over We turned them over. We're on the dorsal side now. And on the dorsal side, we started up at the top. And I said right from the eyeball, we found the pterygoid. Then the temporalis goes over the tympanum, under. We pulled this back, so the temporalis goes all the way around like this. The masseter, this little guy right here, remember in lecture, the masseter for chewing. And depressor mandibulae, right? Depressor mandibulae is here. Dorsalis scapulae is underneath. Latissimus dorsi is going to be this one here, going across, latissimus. And then your longissimus, going down this way. So latissimus, think of lateral, longissimus, right? Longitudinal. Then we had these two in the arm over here. And we said, look at how they're shaped. So this one here starts down low, comes up, and it's like chicky, 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 and comes down like that. That's going to be your extensor digitorum communis. And then this one that starts up here and comes down sort of like a teardrop, that's going to be your other one in your arm that we were talking about before. And we're gonna call that one, why am I drawing a blank right now? Flexor antebrachii. It's been a long week. All right, so flexor antebrachii. So flexor antebrachii comes down, and think of the name, flexor antebrachii. Antebrachii means lower arm. All right, and then this one comes up, extensor digitorum communis. Okay, very good. All right, then you have, like we said, our longissimus dorsi. All right. Next section, iliolumbar. And you could, if you look at your picture, you'll see there's like a white bone in the picture. That's showing you your iliolumbar comes down like this. Your coccygio iliacus comes down like this, coccygio iliacus. Cutaneous abdominis. This is this little guy that I said when we were taking the skin off. Make sure you don't take him off with the skin. You can see cutaneous. Remember, cutaneous membrane means skin, so it's close to the skin. Okay, abdominis because it's on the abdominal area. Gluteus. They have a little gluteus right here. Not as big as our gluteus maximus. They just have their little gluteus right here. All right, the piriformis comes over the anal sphincter. If you look at your picture, this one still has a lot of fascia on it, but the piriformis comes over the anal sphincter. I tell everyone when they're thinking about this thing, it forms, piriformis, forms over the anal sphincter. So you can see that right there. All right, after the piriformis, we have the anal sphincter, which is here. All right, anal sphincter. Sphincter is a valve that opens and closes, okay, over the cloaca. So this is where they eliminate urine and feces and semen and eggs, whatever, if it's a male or a female. All right, now the three muscles of the tricep femoris. If you remember, we found the tricep femoris on the other side. Now what we've done is we've separated the three muscles. So this is the rectus anticus femoris. This is the vastus externus, and this is the vastus internus. So these three muscles make up the tricep femoris. All right. Then we have the next one down here, which is the iliofibularis, semimembranosus, and peroneus. All right, the peroneus is right in front of the gastrocnemius on the dorsal side. Remember, now we're on the dorsal side. And then the only deep muscle on the dorsal side that I asked you to find was the iliacus internus. And you could just kind of pull back the superficial muscles and you could see your iliacus internus down in there. It's a triangle sort of muscle down in there. Iliacus internus, okay? And that is a review of all 50 muscles that we found. There's 52 on the chart, okay? 52 on the chart, but we took out 24 and 25, or 23 and 24, whatever we did. All right, so I'm sorry you didn't get to do this live in class, but study this and we're gonna quiz on it. All righty, talk to you later. Bye, guys.